Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you would like to know the price, simply click on the link in the description below. If you enjoy our videos, we would greatly appreciate it if you would buy a watch at JazzTime.com, which by the way is the reason why we make these videos. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Rolex Chronograph Datejust 36 reference 116261 Thunderbird. I'm going to talk to you guys about, it has a white dial, Jubilee bracelet. I'm going to talk to you guys, and it's made of rose gold and stainless steel. I'm going to talk to you about the bezel, the dial, the case, the movement, bracelet, and give you my thoughts. So let's start off with the first thing. Now this watch as of 2020 is already discontinued and it's been replaced by reference number. Well, they'd actually stopped this line of Chronograph, also known as Thunderbird or Chronograph. Why? I don't really know. I think it's a very, very cool model, so I would think that they would continue making it, but they don't. So if you wanted to get this particular model, then you would have to go with this reference number, which by the way there's a link in this description below. You can simply click on it and buy it. So let's talk about this watch a bit. It's 36 millimeter. It's off of the Datejust 36 line from my thumb to my index finger. Now the most similar model to this currently in production is reference 126231. This watch is rose gold and steel. Rose gold meaning this bezel and this part right here on the bracelet, and the rest is in steel. But they don't make this Chronograph anymore. Okay, so it's 36 from thumb to index finger, and it still uses a monoblock middle case with a screw down case back and winding crown. And Rolex calls this oyster steel an ever rose. Ever rose meaning forever, as in the rose gold does not fade and turn into yellow gold, because they use a very high-tech way to mix the metals so that it doesn't fade, as like maybe some other brands do or just other rose gold might do. That's one of the cool things about it. Now let's talk about the bezel. The bezel is a fluted bezel. Fluted meaning it kind of has these edges on it. Now what is really interesting and different about this bezel as opposed to the Datejust 36 that's currently in production is that you'll see these pronounced 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and a black right there at the 12 o'clock. Now that is different because the current models of Datejust 36 do not have that. In fact, they have nothing written on there. I think that's pretty cool. Actually, if you ask me, it makes it a little bit easier to tell time. And you know what you could actually use this for? Check this out. The bezel turns, hence the name Chronograph, right? So what you do is you place the triangle there, and you can actually calculate elapsed time. This watch is kind of like a hybrid between like a sports watch where you can calculate elapsed time, but it still looks dressy because obviously it's a Datejust, but it has that function. So I don't know why they stopped it. I mean, if you were looking for a watch that had both functions of sportiness and dress appeal to it, this would really be it. So I don't really know why they stopped it. Maybe they'll bring it back, maybe they're planning to, who knows, but I do like that. And as you can see, I mean, if this is such a beautiful bezel, which it is, wouldn't it make sense that you could turn it and play with it and do stuff with it and calculate elapsed time? I mean, why just have it standing still? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So I think this watch really satisfies that, and that's what you can do. Okay, you can calculate elapsed time with this, which you cannot do with other Datejust 36s of this line. Alright, now let's talk about the dial. Now what else do you guys notice about this dial? Well, first of all, it's an index dial, but you kind of see here at the index markers, it's like this gold and it's like two colored, right? It's brushed and polished. Now what I want to bring your attention to is what it looks like at night. Now check that out. The indexes, they of course luminesce. You see they luminesce at the top with those little dots. I find that pretty good. If you compare that to the current models, they don't do that. the current models, they either make Roman dials which do not luminesce at all, or they make index dials which the index markers themselves luminesce. This one has a dot at the end of the index marker which luminesces, which I think is pretty darn cool. I mean, it's unique. I don't know if it's better, but it's certainly unique. Okay, now some of the other things like water resistance, crystal, winding crown, those things have all remained the same, so I'm not going to talk about it, but I will talk about the movement. Although you cannot see it back here, it's housed in this monoblock middle plate case, and it's a caliber 3135. It's what's been used for the past 30 years. Now they replaced that 3135 with a 3235, but at least the precision on this one, I believe, is plus minus 7 seconds a day. It has a paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring and a bidirectional self-winding perpetual rotor, and the power reserve is approximately 48 hours. Basically, it just means it has a very sturdy movement. Now check this out also. I wanted to mention, check out the date wheel. It's actually red. How often do you see a red date wheel? I'll tell you how often. You don't. So that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Now, on some of the older Datejusts, they have what was called a roulette wheel. Now, a roulette wheel allowed for red, black, as you might imagine the name roulette. But on the chronograph, it's all red. I think that's pretty interesting. How often do you see that? Never. I've never seen one that's all red. I think chronograph might be the only one. Why exactly they stopped that, I don't really know. Okay, so you simply just, there you go, tighten the crown right there, and that's how it looks. I think it makes for a very unique looking watch. Now let's talk about the bracelet. The bracelet is a Jubilee 5-piece link. It's made of Everose Rollosaur, which is a combination of oyster steel and 18-karat Everose, which basically just means it's stainless steel and rose gold. Now it has a folding oyster clasp. Now I'm going to show you how that goes. And it's actually, I'm sorry, folding oyster clasp. Sorry, I meant it has a concealed crown clasp, which I'm going to show you how that works. Concealed crown clasp closes like that. Now this also differs. They stopped making this concealed bracelet. Concealed meaning you can't really tell where it opens and closes. On the newer versions, it actually has a folding oyster clasp. But on this version, they don't have that, which is good and bad. I mean, you can't see it when it closes, which is kind of cool. However, it doesn't have that 5mm comfort extension, so that would be a difference. So if you care about on this watch, you can only basically set the watch at one size, and that's it. Maybe that's why Rolex decided to stop this one. However, it does look pretty cool, I must admit, and you must admit too, because bang, you can't even tell where the watch closes. I like that. Okay, so anyhow, if you like this watch, please go to jazztime.com and buy it, not someone else's website. What do you think I'm doing here on a Sunday afternoon making this video for? For my health? No, it's for you. So you can see this watch in the comfort of your own home. Decide to buy it, go to jazztime.com, jazztime.com, and buy it. If you have questions, let us know. We're happy to help, but you gotta buy a watch.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.